What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. Today, we are going to be jumping right in with a review of this bad boy behind me, the the Secret Lab Titan Extra Large Gaming Chair by, well, Secret Lab. Had to make sure I was saying the name right. I have had this chair for about a year and 3 months at this point, and I've been enjoying it so far. Now, before I jump in, I do want to set some expectations. Let me show you the chair that I transitioned from. And this chair is significantly better than that one. I think that chair was $100 at IKEA. I'll make sure that I'm showing it here so that you can actually get an idea. I already showed it. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, it was a really cheap chair. I'm 6'9". Right now, I'm 250 pounds and change. And that chair just was not cutting it. I had gotten it when we were doing some work from home, and I thought the pandemic was going to be a couple of months, and here we are still dealing with COVID-19 a couple years later, and that chair just really was not cutting it at all. I was super uncomfortable, and I work from home, so it's really important for me to at least fit in my chair and not absolutely hate sitting in it. Now, the Secret Lab chair has been really good to me overall. I really enjoyed it when I first got it, and now that it's been a little over a year, that honeymoon period has subsided a little bit, and I've gotten a more realistic look at it. So overall, I do really enjoy this chair. I will say that it is, I'm not going to say that it's super comfortable. Reason being, I like a more plush chair, something that's going to hug me a little bit. This chair is very stiff. I noticed that straight out of the box when I was unboxing it the first time. But I will say the other thing that I noticed when I was unboxing it was I felt like the chair was of substantial quality, at least when you're comparing it to some of the products that you can get from IKEA. Some of the things that I think are good functionality or are nice but also not super nice about the chair would be this guy. This foam headpiece feels really nice when I do lean back enough to get it. I don't know if you can actually see me. I'll have to watch this video back and make sure that I can throw that clip in of me making a really stupid face and leaning back and hoping that you can't see up my nose like everybody else does every single day of my life that I completely forget about. Regardless, anywho, it's a nice touch to the chair. I think it's a lot better than the old strap that they used to have that went around it. The magnet works pretty well. I will say that I really don't use the headrest all that much unless I'm leaning all the way back for a brief moment. And then when I'm sitting up in the chair, you will see that my head never really comes in contact. It is really soft and plush, and I wish the whole chair was made out of that material, but I have a hunch that if it was, you'd end up just sitting on metal, which is super uncomfortable. Another thing that I will say is a nice addition, but also kind of a pain, would be these guys. Now, these snap on, the armrests snap on with magnets, so I knock them off constantly. My dogs knock them off, but I'm sure that makes it really easy to replace them. If you're someone that picks at your armrest, then that can be something to take into consideration. I will say, although they fall off a lot, they've held up decently. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there is some cracking in the material. I'm just going to continue to get closer and closer to the camera. There's a little bit of cracking in the material, but it looks fine. It looks disgusting because there's dog drool on it, so hopefully you all don't judge me too much for that. Yeah, that's just another thing that I knock off constantly that is kind of annoying, but I do understand that they wanted that built-in functionality. And aside from that, I really do enjoy the armrests. I like how much that you can move them around and adjust them to your liking. I have mine angled all the way in like this, and then it really makes it easy so that I can rest my arms on it while I'm playing games or doing whatever. And you can put it in multiple different modes, slide it outward, slide it inward. And I'll actually show that on camera so that you can see what the hell I was doing with my hands. Beyond that, I think the most major plus of this is that, again, I'm 6'9", 250 pounds, and I fit in this chair. That's really nice, and it's not like I feel like I'm too big for the chair by any means. It actually feels like it fits me pretty well. For a bucket racing game, one of the bucket style gaming chairs, I think it's really good for the money. I personally am looking at upgrading, hopefully in the next year or so, to a Herman Miller chair, just because I do want to make sure that my posture is a little bit better. This chair does have a built-in support, a built-in lumbar support. For me, it's not substantial enough to actually justify or feel like there's an actual difference. Whereas if you've sat in a Herman Miller Aeron, which obviously is a significantly higher price point, it's about $1,000 more expensive. So, you know, I mean, when we're looking at substitutes, I wouldn't really constitute that as a substitute product, but later upgrade for sure if you're looking at doing that and if you work from home. The lumbar support in this chair doesn't really do a ton, and it squeaks. I really was looking forward to getting rid of my old chair because my old chair had squeaked a lot and it was really annoying. Granted, this chair isn't the same high-pitched squeak, but it clearly is not liking my weight as much as it used to like me when I first got it, and it made no noise at all. That noise is coming from the internal lumbar support. Yeah, all of it is inside the back of the chair. So unfortunately, I don't know that there's really much that I can do to fix that or remedy that in the meantime, but something to take into consideration if you are a heavier person looking at getting this chair. I can't speak from a lighter person perspective because I'm thick. Not really, but I'm a big person and I weigh down on a lot of things, and that's why my car has rips in the leather. Overall, I think this chair is a good chair. Would I recommend it? Well, if you're looking at a bucket gaming style chair for $500 to $600, I think it's really great. I love the color. One of the biggest benefits of this cookies and cream color that I chose is that it really doesn't show the fact that I have dogs that are disgusting. Not really. I love the hell out of those too. But my dogs have black, white, and gray fur. So it doesn't really show any of that hair that they do get on it. Obviously, you might have seen some drool earlier in there. I just need to go in and clean the chair off. But the chair really does a great job of upholding its original look. And honestly, whether it's a good or bad thing, I don't think that much about cleaning this chair because it does look so clean all the time. I haven't had an opportunity to try one of their leather or pleather variants. I know some people like those. I will say I do like that this is cloth because the cloth is not going to stick to my legs if I'm sitting there wearing my booty shorts while I'm gaming. Those are my thoughts on this chair after having it for a year and 3 months. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave those in the comments below, and I will happily get back to you so that you can have a better idea of some of the things that I might have missed. I will say I do keep this on carpet, and I've always kept it on carpet, so I can't really tell you much about the mobility of the chair or anything like that. But I will say, overall, it's held up well, sports my large stature, and I mean, aside from some squeaks and some slight cracking in the armrests, it's done all right. And I've appreciated this chair a lot over the past year because I sit in it all the time. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave those in the comments below, and I hope you all have a great day.